Welcome back. Welcome back to another installment 45 of Wind Down Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back. You know, before we get everything started, let's get to it. What we drinking on? So I had this is a mix of Crown Black and Jack Daniel's Gentleman Jack. So, because I only had like a little bit of Crown left, I just took the rest of it. So, that's what we're going. So, let's get our first sips in here. Let's get it. All right. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about some things that I've. Hold on, let me see specific. I'm trying to remember what was I saying on Twitter. Oh, we're gonna talk about Putin interview with Tucker Carlson. They is trying. We're gonna just talk about it because I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it yet. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really watched it, sat down and really looked at it. But, you know, they've been doing it on the platform of Twitter. Elon is really giving these guys these platforms back again. Like, that's always been having it. Has been a part of free speech and all that shit. So, you know, it's always good to try and hear, you know, we come from the country of freedom. Of course, they're just gonna start playing random videos after his, but yeah. So of course it has, you know what I'm saying, they trying to block it and stop it and stuff like that. More so of like Fox News, you know. They say that people give off, they didn't say Trump give out false news, then they said somebody else give out false news. So really when they whole agenda is made up already, so all they people just be on board for the bullshit that they be going on in they damn echo chamber over there at Fox. So, but anyways, back to this. So it's been a lot of going around about how well that this interview did, because it made Americans and everybody else look like dog shit. Even Zelensky put Tucker Carlson on a particular list that has just makes him a target, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. I might have read it wrong, but that's what it said on there when I looked at it. You feel me? Which was absolutely fucking insane. For the simple fact, like, that's you going after him over freedom of speech. So technically, and then that's where the European Union, where the UN, the United Nations had to step in and be like, that's a war crime basically. You know what I'm saying? Even though Tucker Carlson's not particularly no side of war, but he's just trying to get a point of view, somebody else's point of view that we didn't heard was bad for so long. But from what I've seen, it seemed like Putin aired out all day the New World Order agenda, and they ain't liking that shit. Which, you know, we talked about that plenty of times before in the past. We talk about it constantly to this day. Another channel that talks about that, Black Balloon, he talks about it from the entertainment industry. Papa Duck, he talks about that shit across the generation. We're gonna talk about that augmented reality Vision Pro set from Apple, so don't let me forget. Matter of fact, let me put it in here so I don't forget, cause I'm gonna just give y'all these predictions now, cause I told my girl this, and I'm gonna tell, and me and my coworker was talking about this shit. We are calling this shit, and I just want y'all to be the witness of when this shit happened. And you know what I'm saying, I seen a video earlier today that said we getting into Wall-E. You know what I'm saying? Well, we get back into that. Like, I'll jump to that. But it sounded like we said we going up to Wall-E. And I remember the second episode, Into the Matrix or Wall-E. That was our whole conversation with 773 Pluto. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't checked that conversation out, go check it out. But we talked definitely in depth about it and stuff like that. We had some real good questions about how things will go back and forth and stuff like that. So look, go do your homework. You know what I'm saying? Go look that shit up. We'll talk about that again in the future. But back to this thing. So I guess Putin and Tucker Carlson, those being the two main that's ruffling some feathers, because Tucker Carlson was the only reason why I was watching Fox News, and then the other guy, it was like he got like the Garfield letters, like he got to be having a word. I forgot his name, but that would be the only two people I really watch, but mostly for Tucker Carlson, because he'd give it straight up. But after they let him go, after some bullshit, which I really think it was some bullshit on why they let him go, because that was just silly. Like, he ain't do nothing like wrong or nothing, but tell the fucking truth and try and get both sides of the, you know what I'm saying, of the thing. And they don't like that for the New World Order agenda. And so on Twitter, everybody was having it. And I don't even know if Eli is participating in it or not. He may not. But shit, it's looking like shit. There's a whole lot of people that's involved. But I don't think Eli is in it, because the simple fact that this man be posting shit about it going against it. I don't know if he. So it looked like he ruffled some pretty good feathers in his interview. Like I said, and that's what I say. So Fox News, you know what I'm saying, firing, just to reiterate so I can get back on track to what I was talking about. For Fox News to like fire they only journalist that was looking forward to finding the truth, it seemed a little bit odd, you know what I'm saying? And so even Elon is questioning these upper heads and stuff like that, even though he's a billionaire. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he's meant to be that comedic relief for them, to like, you know what I'm saying, for the people to be like, yeah, we, you know what I'm saying, they want a billionaire to believe in, but still taking us that way, you know what I'm saying, with Neuralink and trying to put brain chips in motherfuckers, or what, but, you know, and trying to send us to fucking Mars. So, yeah, like I said, we talked all about this on Friday, Rolling with Ace, episode 2, my boy 773 Pluto. We brought up the fact that Eli trying to take people to Mars, you know what I'm saying, getting the brain chips, people getting hooked up like the Matrix, you know what I'm saying, to where they could just, if they want to kill you, they shut you down, and that's it, that's over. They can bring you back to life, kill you how they feel like it, how they see please. So yeah, I remember when we talked about that shit. So like I said, go back and look at that. But yeah, this just exposed, because I guess one of the transcripts that somebody was translating on Twitter, I guess it said something about a new world order, and then and Putin was going on and on about it, how like he was like what they was trying to do and shit like that. So hey, look, all I can say is, y'all, is be safe out there. You know what I'm saying? If it seems too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. You know what I'm saying? If it seems like it's too much truth in it, and like not a lot of skepticism, it's most likely true. And that's what I learned, especially in the whole atmospheric space, especially with the whole Cat Williams situation, that whatever they put out there, if they don't confirm it nor deny it, it's most likely the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's leaning more towards the truth, because most people just deny it. Like how Ludacris made a whole song to Cat Williams and didn't deny shit that Cat Williams said. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. I ain't never seen a man sing a whole song or make a whole song for another man saying what he did, instead of just simply saying all that shit he said is not true. Like, then you would have motherfuckers just guessing. But he basically made it seem like, yeah, he was right. Cat Williams was right. But yeah, so look, all I got to say is read past most of these internet, these news people, CNN, CNBC, NBC, Fox News, all of those mainstream news outlets. Don't look at those for any reference, because they don't allow true freedom of speech on their platforms. And then think about all the fucking news that they do put on there. They put nothing but bad shit on their news. They don't never put good. They don't say nothing good. The most of the good news be coming in right around what, noon, 12 to 1, when they know all the old people are watching to ease their nerves. They don't say it if young people is watching it either in the morning before school or at night, you know what I'm saying, before bed with their parents and shit like that. You know, so you gotta be in tune to this. Like, bro, this is a whole nother way of like, they trying to change a different approach of how they gonna mind control. You feel me? It's crazy, but it's the truth, dog. It's the truth. So I'm gonna look at this interview and watch it and shit like that and look into it. But I know Putin is speaking his natural language, Russian, so I know it's a transcript. So I have to read mostly. But I do think this is a good thing Tucker Carlson is going and doing this shit. Because this is what we need. This is true journalism. Hearing from both sides. Just think about all the Vice interviews and shit like that, or Natural Geographic, how Drug Inc. or Smugglers. Like they go both way. They do both perspectives. They don't just do the one perspectives of the cops and then shit on everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So people need to remember and do that shit for real. So that's what I'm talking about there. So the next thing I do want to touch on real quick is that Apple Vision Pro, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to touch on this real quick. Well, this the end of this will be like towards the end of the episode. So the very price of $3,500, you can get this thing called Apple Vision Pro. 256 gigabytes. You feel me? If you want the 1 terabyte version, it's $3,900. You know what I'm saying? And if you buy a secondhand market, they charging $6,000 for it. So, but let's just look at some of these reviews before I get into, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, it's a 2.4 star review, like out of 23 reviews, dog, user reviews. So most of these are 5 stars. Like this 5 star with a 5 star. Took demo at Apple Store. The experience and transparent VR glass. Best product. You know. Let's see. Great. You know what I'm saying? All right, here goes some of the 1 stars. Somebody put 4 money signs. You know what I'm saying? Commercials looked awesome. I'm sure the product doesn't disappoint. Now we wait for version 3 where it's affordable to everyday individuals and not strictly for corporate use or the very wealthy. Well, that was his own thing. Special computing. No, this is crappy virtual reality. What's the point of the headset in the first place? To play games, to be a private web browser on your face? What is the point? So the people that rated 1 star is most people that can't afford the product right now, and you know what I'm saying, that have no real thing. For the most part, people put it on their face, they like it for 5, you know what I'm saying, 5 stars. But this is what I want to get at. This is 1 step closer to the whole mind control and the 1 step closer to Wall-E. You know what I'm saying? Now, instead of having a screen, you picking up a screen or looking at a screen on your hand, like with a little thing, a little digital screen blast there, or you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be right on your fucking face. And this is what I say with the Wall-E thing. Because this is why Wall-E should become more important. And this is why y'all need to go watch that movie. Obesity probably at an all-time high. Let's see. Let's check out obesity rates at this little. Let's check obesity rates. Obesity rates in America 2023. Nationally, 41.9% of adults have obesity. Black and Latino adults have the highest obesity rates at 49.9%. So, obesity is on the rise. Yo, here we go. From the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC.gov website. Adult obesity prevalence remains high. Support for prevention and treatment needed. It's not needed. You know what I'm saying? This is what they want. So, where it go? They don't have a chart, but let me just read what it has said on here. So, let me see. Trustforamericashealth.org. Let's look at this. So, nationally, we read that people living in rural communities have higher rates of obesity than people living in urban and suburban areas. Which I don't understand how that would be the case, but you know, they want to keep you out of those small towns. They want you to be more active in those big towns. So when shit happens, natural selection can hit a lot of people at once. So obesity rates are also increasing among children and adolescents, with nearly 20% of U.S. children ages 2 to 19 having obesity, according to 2017 to 2020 Enhanced data. So most of this stuff is going to be pre-COVID. I don't know how the rate's been, but it's been on a steady incline. You know what I'm saying? These rates have more than tripled since the mid-1970s, and Black and Latino youth have substantially higher rates of obesity than their white peers. So now we got the obesity rates, right? So if y'all don't remember, Wall-E, the people left the planet because it was so trashed by this one big ass company, B&L, which it's gonna be Amazon. You know, so the big ass company B&L, it owned the gas stations, the train stations, the cars, the food you was eating, the food it was producing, the farmlands it was produced on. It was owning all the gas that was being produced, the electric being produced. Everything was monopolized by this one company, B&L and Wall-E. You know what I'm saying? There was no longer, it was so much trash on the earth that there was no plant life whatsoever. So many space trash around the earth. The earth was dark, it was brown, gray, and gloomy. You know what I'm saying? They got this one robot left that was Wall-E. You know what I'm saying? There was a trash robot that compacted and stacked all the trash up, stuff like that. He had other companions, but as time went on, most of them missing parts and died out and stuff like that. And he was the only one that survived by himself, with him and a cockroach. Yeah, him and one cockroach, dog. You would think this whole planet would be infested with cockroaches, but not even they survived. They just show you what the fuck chemical shit they was putting in. They survived nuclear bombs, and they couldn't survive that fucking planet, but one of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's, you know what I'm saying, that is the, so continuing with the premise, they get on this this fat ass mega ship that look like a fat ass yacht but in the air. You know what I'm saying? They got where you can go in, they got stores and stuff. Basically pick up Mall of America or New York City and put it in a fat ass boat and just ship it into space. That's basically what it was. So by the time, so when Wall-E get up there, he finds out he's trying to find the girl Eve, because she found plant life and her system froze up, and so they sent a rocket back down her to pick her up and send her ass back to the ship. He got on the ship, he seen these big peoples, and they was obese. They didn't know how to walk or nothing. They was in a chair most of the time, laid back like this with a screen just in their face constant 24/7. This is why I say this Apple Pro Vision is heading one step closer to Wall-E, dog. And one step closer to the Matrix, because it's gonna give us two outcomes. Like I said, we talked about this. Me and Pluto talked about this. It's gonna be those people that stuck to the wire that they gonna use to suck dry. And it's gonna be those people that they just use, like, manipulate them in front of a screen. They doing it now. You know what I'm saying? They making it people versus people, gender versus gender thing. All of them doing this and that, and they these this and them, whatever. So what I'm trying to say, so going on, he sees people and all they do is scream. He's driving between these two big people, and they don't even know they right next to each other because they so used to just having a screen in front of them. They don't even know they talking right next to each other. And they on the phone looking at the screen talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? And then the AI, it was completely AI controlled. So, and this is another thing too. This, I don't know if this has AI support, but from the demo videos I've been seeing, it has to have some level of AI to keep things in place and to know when to pick back up or pick whatever. Because you can't just set tabs in these expensive ass goggles and then it don't, you know what I'm saying, and then it don't do nothing. I mean, it don't have nothing to hold it in. You feel me? So there is some level of AI to these headsets. You feel me? So just like on Wall-E, everybody gets sucked into it. That's all they see is a screen. When one of them finally sees that, oh, them is more to life than a screen, they so far removed from reality that a lot of people couldn't believe it. Some people, it was too much for some people to believe. You know what I'm saying? So, and then towards the end of the movie, AI is just obeying his orders from his specific orders. Like he followed his orders to a T. And the only reason why he's following like the specific orders like he was, and how specific it was for the fact that the CEO, when he gave out the original, you know what I'm saying, the original thing, he said, don't let them leave, don't send them back to Earth, nothing. So he was just following that. Even if they found planet, like keep their ass right here. You know what I'm saying? Basically, from the old CEO, the original CEO of being there. Mind you, they had been in space for 700 years. You know what I'm saying? 700 years, dog. And the ship automatically knows that once you bring a plant back to the ship, it sends the ship back to Earth, basically. So it did that, and then whatever. I said, and all of that shit was owned by BNL, the clothes, the AI, everything. It was all monopolized. Just think about this. Amazon already is like the leading #1 monopoly in the fucking country. They got tablets. They almost had a phone. They got grocery stores, Trader Joe's, and they got their own Amazon grocery stores in California where you just pick the shit up and then the cameras above you and the AI and the technology in it, it just see what you scan, and then you just walk up to the gate, and it basically like reads a NFC tag off your phone off the cart and make sure everything that you say that they seen you put in there is in there, and you pay for it out of your Amazon account. You just walk right out. You walk in, walk right out. There's no checkout. The only people that's there is people to restock the shelves. That's it. Excuse me. So you wouldn't need managers for that. You wouldn't need nothing. Well, you would need a manager just to restock and like troubleshoot some things. But most of that shit you just need software engineers to deal with. And they can, you know what I'm saying, type a line of code and bam, or upgrade the AI a little bit, features and stuff like that. So you being sucked to the screen, it's like I said, Amazon already doing. They got it in grocery stores. They doing their own grocery stores. You know what I'm saying? They own the bookstore. They own this. They own that. So once they start really regulating how we eat, what we eat, you know what I'm saying? Bill Gates. This man, you know what I'm saying, the CEO of Microsoft. Why does he own most of the farmland in all of America? You know what I'm saying? These are the things that you have to watch. You need to look at this is why I say it's cool to keep up with like the business side of things, because that's really where to tell you how this agenda is moving. And that, at the end of the day, that's all that matters to them, you know what I'm saying? So look, be on the lookout for a lot of this stuff, because Wall-E and the Matrix is coming real soon. One of the head engineers, the ex-head engineer from the Google AI, Godfrey Hinton. Nah, he like I think he like a Middle Eastern man. I don't think this is. Let me see. No, I don't think that's him. Let me see. Oh, shit. Oh yeah, it's not him. It's a Middle Eastern man. But anyway, the Middle Eastern man is trying to basically like heavily get the governments to regulate AI, because the way AI is going to replace all call center jobs, data center jobs. And think about it, they already doing it now. Most companies already have it to where you can talk to the automated messaging system, and it can help you handle your business. They're like, to speak to a manager, press 1, or if you need help with this, press 2. If you need help with that, press 3. Okay, welcome to car services. You're like, what the fuck? You think you're supposed to be talking to a human, you talking to that motherfucker again. They help you out with your balance, tell you what it is, help you change your PIN code number, shit like that. So, look, I say all of this to say this, you know what I'm saying? Just be on the lookout and don't call me crazy when they're headed this way. Sex dolls is going to be where they start, and that Vision Pro is where they're going to end up. People already on Twitter, some people was already on Twitter about the Apple Vision Pro saying, how come I don't know if the porn websites are blocked or if it's just not on there. And some guy literally he said he was a porn enthusiast, literally talking about literally saying, oh, there's workarounds and way arounds to that on the other like MetaQuest and Android VR and all that shit. But Apple, I'm not sure about that yet though. And I'm like, this is how they're gonna suck people in. They're gonna get the men in first. If they can get men in first on the technology and use it for like the other things, I best believe women are just gonna follow suit, because who else are they gonna follow suit after? They ain't gonna follow another woman. Most of these women ain't gonna follow each other. They be like hating each other type shit. You know what I'm saying? So some of them do. Some of them be drawing up some major animosity for each other. Like, that shit weird. That's why they friend groups be having. They gotta have the big girl. They gotta have the skinny girl, the short girl, and the tall girl. Every time, you know what I'm saying? Or like one of them a little funny looking, but you know what I'm saying, they got a body. One of them, you know what I'm saying, they ain't got shit, but got a pretty face. And then one of them got a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like a self-esteem thing, bro. For real. It's funny, but yeah. I'm telling you, once they get the men sucked in, women ain't gonna have shit else to do. Like, women are not gonna have women to. People are not gonna be. No man is gonna be willing to trick off on them no more, because there's no use when I get my sex bot to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, in about 10 years, how this AI is gonna take over. AI is they gonna start by replacing y'all jobs. Then when they replace y'all jobs, what they gonna do? Then they gonna start replacing y'all as human beings. I mean, like, start replacing y'all as significant others. You know what I'm saying? You know, sex bots is gonna be the thing. So where they can comfort you, just tell me something good. Tell me something good about myself. And they'll tell you something good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you can turn the flip shit on, turn it off, whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to target those simps and the soft men first. I'm telling you that. It's not that many hard men like it used to be back in the day. It's maybe about 40% of us left. The other 60% is gonna get sucked in by them all them Simpson shit, the OnlyFans niggas and all that shit. They be paying to see it instead of actually getting to feel it or touch it or be in it. Those gonna be the ones that's gonna be leading the boat on this shit. So hey, it's your boy Ace. You feel me? Hold on. Before we end this segment, you know what I'm saying? I got the put on notice, you know what I'm saying? Check it out. Check out. Links are in the description. You know what I'm saying? Go check out the page. I got a few features coming up for myself. I think I'm gonna do some fire ass vlogging this weekend. Whew. But yeah, I'm taking a nice little weekend. I ain't gonna tell y'all, I'm just let y'all see. But yeah, Friday we're gonna set it up, probably record like some other episodes and then put them all in succession on Fridays. But yeah, that is today's black feature. You know what I'm saying? What it is. Check out Mizo also, as well as the Visionary. You know what I'm saying? On Instagram, T_TT THEVISIONNARY. You know what I'm saying? T the Visionary. You know what I'm saying? Check that out, link. You know what I'm saying? On Instagram. Trying to see what else to go. Check out Mac Media. You know what I'm saying? If you need some pictures, you need some video work, you need something done, go check out Mac Media and Define Media on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? St. Louis based. So this is all I got for you guys. Remember, if you want a good job for the rest of your life, you better get in AI, software engineering, something like that. Because, hey, even as a scientist, I'm pretty sure scientists are going to get replaced. So doctors might get replaced by AI and all this shit. So they going to be the very last ones to get replaced, like doctors, lawyers, well, probably not even lawyers. Doctors will be like some of the last people to get replaced. Scientists will be some of the people replaced, last people to be replaced. Software engineers will be the last ones, because by the time they be able to write their own code for themselves and ready to alternate everything. So, hey, but Look, it's your boy Ace. Let's take our final sips together. Well, I ain't really been sipping that hard, but let's take one big old sip together, and then I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. You feel me? Hey, that's damn good. Let me go take her out.